Hey guys, it's time for my Sing review. Oh my gosh, this movie was good. I really like almost all the characters in this one. And the story, though sometimes by the book, was nice and inspiring. Now I'm going to go into more detail about what I like and don't like. But before I do, I just want to say there was no need for this. I saw this with my mom, man. First, the world they live in. Like Zootopia, there are a variety of animals living together, and I liked how they all got along. Next is the characters. Like Rogue One, I like most of the characters in this movie. There is at least one who is almost as bad as the bad guys because when he shoots at characters who are on his team, it makes it hard to feel sorry for him when something bad happens. Unlike the guy in that movie, this guy only shoots his mouth off, but the effect is the same. I am, of course, talking about Mike. Oh my gosh, this guy has issues. From his first scene, this guy is hard to like. He assaults several awesome members of his own team when they fail, and then he gets in over his head with some people for other jerky activities. He doesn't really have a good arc. He doesn't really have a good arc. He may have learned not to assault people without as much, but that's about it. If it wasn't for his voice and how cute he looks when he keeps his mouth shut, I would have said I had nothing good to say about him. Next is Mr. Moon. This is how a flawed character is done right. This guy has a dream, but it's not going as planned, and he tries to do whatever he can to make it come true, even if it involves tricking some people into singing for him. Eventually, drama ensues, and he and his singers have to deal with that. And yet, even though there was some deception, I still care about him and want him to succeed. You hear that, guys? Next is Johnny. I love this guy. He's the son of a guerrilla gang boss, and after that is put in jail, he wants to win the singing contest for the money to bail him out. I also love Mr. Moon's assistant. Johnny is tempted to just take the prize money, but she helps him resist that urge by helping him practice his amazing performance. He has one of the best voices on the team, and his song "I'm Still Standing" is a perfect song for him to sing at the end. And his dad's gang is also fun. There are a lot of jokes that work with them. And his arc with his dad is also great. Trust me. Next is Ash. This girl is amazing. After being held back by her jerk of a boyfriend, she decides to sneak into the contest to prove to him that she is awesome. Things will go as planned, but she keeps working on that until the end of the movie. I really felt for her throughout this film. When she fails, she knows that she can't give up. It's painful, but there are people counting on her, so she has to keep going. A good lesson to learn for life. I also like how she and Mr. Moon got along. They started off at odds of how she should act and what she should wear, but eventually they started to cooperate, and that led to another great song. Next is Mina. She is so awesome. Yes, there are fat jokes with her and her family, but there is also a great arc. She's the shyest member of the team, and when she finally gets the courage to sing, it's not only inspiring to the people in the movie, but in the audience as well. I am so proud of her for showing the amount of restraint she did when Mike was making fun of her. That also goes to the next lovely lady on the list, Rosita. Dude, this mom is hot. She was going through the motions of taking care of her family of a lazy husband and a bunch of kids when she got the news about the contest. She sneaks off to try to win the contest too. Man, there's a lot of sneaking in this movie. Soon she runs into Gunter, who helps her loosen up, and that leads to some of the best scenes in the movie. I really enjoy seeing her come out of her shell and show off how awesome she is. And speaking of Gunter, he is a lot of fun. At first, I was worried he was going to be a homewrecker, but eventually I realized that he just wants to be Rosita's coworker and friend. And the song they do at the end was awesome. Take that, you jerk. He made fun of them then, too. And her husband learned to help out more, which is also good. So that's all the main characters who sing. Each of them gets their own awesome moments in the film, and that's great. But it's also one of the things that makes the movie a little harder to enjoy. Like Rogue One, at the beginning of this movie, they go to a lot of different parts of town to show off a bit of each person's life. Now it works, but it's a lot to take in. Thankfully, after they all get together and are all doing the same things, it works a lot better. Some people may say that they played it safe, and they did, but it was still good. The only other issue I had with that the only issue I had was that there weren't as many moments where the main characters just hang out to get to know each other. There weren't as many moments where the main characters just hang out and get to know each other as I would have liked. There were moments like that, but it would have been nice to see more. This has been an issue I've had with Illumination movies since the last one I remember seeing. But all in all, I think Sing was great. Would I like to see a sequel? Yes, but please don't make it just the same story but not as good. I hate when people do that. Check me out on YouTube and art, and ask for all creatures great and small. Most of them will like it all. Except Mike. Why were you such a jerk?